Dear viewers, you are welcome, and various professionals are here coming from all walks of life because technology is there everywhere. Name any sector, technology is there. So we have in our studio Mr. Gaurav Kenkre, a well-known practicing CA of Goa, and I'm going to discuss with him very briefly about the role of technology in his sector and how citizens can take the advantage of it. More and more students can join the workforce. Mr. Kenkre, welcome in Prime Studio today. The very first question that I'm going to ask you is technology infusion has happened in accounting space. A lot of very sophisticated softwares have come. Earlier we only used to know Tally, and now a lot of inventions has happened, improvisation has happened. And I believe the accounting also helps in generating local level employment if you go and train them. So my first question would be that how do you see this journey from earlier days manually doing CA practice and today little sophisticated practice using the technology. So how do you think this technology is impacting your work?
Right. So actually, Tally is something still kind of modern. If I go back to even the pre-Tally days, we had to do accounting manually on physical ledgers and do the cross tally with maybe a calculator and then draw up a balance sheet. Today we have got that all automated through Tally. And now we are actually on the cusp of transition to robotic accounting. There are several softwares which are already in the market which can pick up data directly from your bank statement or from certain Excel reports and do the accounting. We are now progressing even further. We are trying to look at how can this data be simplified and be presented in a useful and meaningful manner to the management, because accounting is no longer just a compliance perspective angle. Now the management, the owners need real-time actionable inputs from their financial aspects, that where is my debtors, where are my sales, where is my costing going wrong. So they need that kind of real-time inputs. So now the technology is integrating right from your data collection, data capturing, to reporting, to advanced reporting of MIS reporting, etc. So this kind of advanced changes are there in the technology sector, and something like a global tech summit is the apt program for all walks of life, because as you mentioned, nobody is untouched by technology. So we all need to be abreast of the latest trends, latest available features in technology, and we have to adopt with them. Another example is the AI revolution. We have seen Chat GPT. So on the financial side, on the numbers side, I've talked about robotic accounting. On the drafting side, on the legal opinion side, AI is having a huge scope. A simple letter which has to be drafted by me may take half an hour, 1 hour. I can just give a good prompt to the AI. It will generate the same or a better letter for me. So I need not use my intellectual resource on drafting mundane day-to-day letters, but I can use my brain to impact a very specific part of that letter. So AI and regular technology is definitely changing the game for us.
Mr. Gaurav, a lot of corporate frauds are happening these days. And if you go to big fours, so-called big fours, EY, Deloitte, and a lot of big accounting firms, the digital investigation of accounting fraud is something which is there, and respected CAs like you carry that big risk when you put your signature, and to the best of your knowledge you certify that. I was generally thinking in Goa, supposing you have a group of CAs like you create a group and buy these expensive softwares, and whenever the case arises in a shared approach, all you have to know is to run the software. So you can, in shared approach, you can procure those softwares and train everyone and use it for digital investigation of accounting fraud. So that's something, when the company is small or medium size, they can't afford to pay those kind of heavy checks to these big companies. So what do you think about this? And in Goa, supposing may not be individual CA, maybe group of CAs, if they procure this software and do the justice with all the investigations, how do you see this going?
So, sir, I am a chartered accountant CA. So, we are regulated by the ICAI, and there is AI in ICAI. And ICAI has recently formed a committee called AI in ICAI, and they are studying all the best practices which a CA can do using technology, using AI. And in the near future we will be releasing tools free to our CAs across the country, which they can use for better and more smart auditing. The tool will run through the accounts of the taxpayer or of the business and flag us the red entries or the risk entries directly. We need not manually search for that. Sometimes the human may not be able to read certain parameters, but all those parameters will be fed into the AI. The AI will be developed by assessing several hundreds and thousands of accounts, and it will be able to judge that okay, there is some kind of possible error, right from the error to a fraud. There are 50 shades of gray between an error and a fraud. So all those shades of gray, the AI will be able to touch upon that. See, there is something here, you need to use your human intelligence and figure out something is going on or not. So that kind of capabilities are going to be deputed to all CAs across India. So not only in Goa, across India we will be the leaders. Already our CAs in India are getting huge demand from abroad. So a lot of companies from Africa, from US are looking to outsource their work to Indians, because we are I think adopting technology much faster. The rate of data, the rate of internet and broadband in India is one of the globally the lowest. We've got a high penetration of information technology. Even a sabzi wala can use UPI and transact. So that adoption in India is much faster, and we are trying to capitalize on that.
Last question, Gaurav. Very well said that we are learning it very fast, and very soon we can create another GCC, General Capability Center, Global Capability Centers in India in accounting space. The last question that I want to ask you, which I generally don't see happening in Goa. Goa has got a decent population, lakhs of children are there who have graduated past 12th or past graduation, and they try to figure out what to do. And assuming you start, again I said the group of CAs can do that from any platform or your own platform you create. Supposing you go to remote part of Goa and teach those professionals some accounting, basics of accounting, data entry, book entry, and teach them about software like Tally or any other software that you think. I'm not talking about high-end work, but generally the labor-centric work. Don't you think that will create a lot of employment within Goa, and they can be your bright resources for the tomorrow? And if you are okay with this, so how do you want to do this?
So firstly, just recently we tied up with the government of Goa, and we went to almost 50 colleges across Goa and talked about financial literacy. That was just to inculcate some kind of financial discipline, some kind of knowledge about money, where to invest, where not to invest, etc. Taking your point specifically, there is a specifically designed program called Train, Earn and Learn under ICAI. Train, Earn and Learn. So here we are providing a 15-day virtual certificate course. Anybody from the country can enroll and they can do it. We have already touched at least 1,000 students in Goa. So it is primarily a bridge course. What we have noted that the commerce graduates which are graduating, when they come to our office, they are lacking a lot of the practical insights and knowledges. They are learning the bookish knowledge, but they are missing. So like how to operate the income tax portal. Very simple thing. How to do some basic accounting in Tally, how to operate the GST portal, how to file TDS returns, how to even draft a proper email to a client in a proper business language. All these skills are being imparted to students on a 15-day virtual certificate course, and after that we are training them for 6 months in our office. We are paying them a stipend and making them industry ready totally. So already I think at least 1,000 have been covered, probably more at this stage. But this is something which we are already doing, and through the medium of this interview, I would like more colleges to approach us so that we can onboard even more and more students. It should be a regular thing where every year the new batch of TY BCom or the third year BCom should immediately say that I want to opt for this, and I want to skill myself further, and I want to be ready for the industry.
Thanks, Gaurav. Thanks for coming to the Prime Studio. I think talking to you was so interesting. And dear viewers, I'm sure if a couple of education institutions are watching this program, I think Gaurav has made a wonderful point that please come forward. We are there to work with you. We are there to train you. We are there to provide employment to you. And possibilities are huge. And if you want to become an accounting professional and want to work with CA firms and corporates, I think this is a fantastic opportunity. And all the principals of the institutes and teachers should encourage students. They should make evaluation of the students. If you want to go to that field, I think the gate is wide open. And dear viewers, thank you very much. During the day, I'll come back to you with more such programs which will help you in participating in the Goan economy. Thank you.